What exactly do Republicans want before signing off on stimulus spending?
We welcome Congressman Kevin Brady of Texas. He's a Republican ranking member of the Trade Subcommittee. Congressman, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We have to remember, Congressman, that the bridge to nowhere was proposed by Republicans. So this is across both aisles, the fact that a lot of these spending bills are laden with pork. But how do you excise pork from this stimulus plan?
Well, right now the stimulus plan is may well be $1 trillion mistake. We think rather than small tax cuts and huge spending programs that have nothing to do with the economy and frankly won't even reach the economy for years and years, we ought to be spending less. We ought to be doing more tax relief that actually spurs the economy and creates jobs.
Representative, I know there are a lot of people who agree with you on that. I have to tell you, though, President Bush floated and got voted in a very major stimulus plan, too, that came in the form of checks. That you talk about a bridge to nowhere, they didn't do anything. Top economists said that was a total drop in the massive ocean. It didn't work. Not to mention that the tax cuts that the Bush administration has put into place don't seem to be working as well right now. My question to you is, what should a stimulus plan look like?
Well, the tax cuts by President Bush did work. Capital gains and dividends cuts did have a real impact. But I agree with you on the tax rebates last time didn't work. And what's amazing is these are even smaller. In fact, we figured out the average worker will have a stimulus of $1.35 a day. And I'm just not sure they're going to rush to the mall to be buying new products with that type of windfall. We'd like to see permanently tax rates reduced to 5% and 10% levels. We'd like to see permanent dividends and capital gains rates with indexing. Again, small businesses and families can smell gimmicks a mile away, and what they see in this plan is a huge gimmick that eventually is going to result in a major tax increase.
Well, my buddy John Tamney wrote a piece saying not all tax cuts are equal, and in fact that there are a lot more what is described by Obama administration maybe more welfare in some cases than actual tax rate cuts. How do you get your message across, seeing as how you are in such a minority position right now?
Well, it is tough. We think we have a good message. 22 million people will receive tax rebates, and they haven't even paid federal income taxes. And the small business provisions are so small. This Congress wants to spend more money buying art than helping small businesses buy new equipment and computers. We think that's foolish. So we're going to have an alternative, and we think the American public believes you can't borrow and spend your way into prosperity.
Well, it sure is nice to hear a Republican speak this way, because frankly, over the past 8 years, you've rubber-stamped massive spending, massive increases in spending, the likes of which we hadn't seen in so long. So I'm just wondering what brought you to that point. Is it that you now have a Democratic president, and can we infer that you won't be working with this president?
Well, actually, no, I think we will work with this new president. When he's right on tax relief and he's right on cutting spending, we're going to be right there with him, by the way. But I'll tell you, too, a lot of people were very, I think, upset with the spending spree Republicans went on. I think that's one of the reasons, maybe the main reason, we're no longer governing here. So we understand the best way to get this economy going is to keep spending low, get tax cuts the right way, and really be honest with the American public that this is a huge spending bill, and eventually someone's going to have to pay for it. There is no free money.
Absolutely.
Congressman Kevin Brady, quoting Milton Friedman there. Thank you very much, Congressman. Good to see you. Appreciate it.
Come back again.